Well, today the goal, the plan is to get a bunch of dirt, put in the dump truck, and we'll use this little tractor, and we're going to start making a pad over here for Kayla's house. It's pretty cold today, so I figured it'd be better to just do something like this. Here we go. How this looks. We got a lot of gravel in this soil, so I feel like this is the best soil to put up there. It's kind of got some big rocks in it, but we can get rid of them. So that's what we're going to try to do. Scoop up a bunch of it and just dump it in there. Like, we'll get several loads, okay? Several loads on that. We'll let Ryan do it because he needs to practice. May not be able to tell where we are, but we are. The house is up there. You can't hardly see it. We're down in the creek bottom where all of the gravel and stuff settles. Test this truck out anyway, because I gotta know it's gonna haul seed and dump seed, no problem. Seed's a lot lighter than dirt.
Yeah.
And I think you can fill this thing up to the top of the doors with dirt with no problem, but I really don't know how much dirt it'll carry. That's a lot of dirt in there. A lot more than a toy truck. Gotta go up the hill. Make sure it'll go up the hill. You need to come over here and put a bunch of dirt in this messed up road right here. No problem, no problem. Basically, when the river diverts and you get a flash flood and you see these hills that are in here, which is what we're kind of taking out, it's usually because there's a bunch of rock in it. It's not always the case, because sometimes it's because there's a bunch of trees in it. But in all honesty, this one here, if I remember correctly, is more like a gravel bank than it is. I mean, these trees aren't very old, so we've been kind of working at this for a few years, but I think we're going to end up using a lot of it this time. It sure helps to be able to get like a big load, you know, in the bucket when you've got it higher than the rest of the ground. But it's got more gravel in it, which is what I want. Well, we got into this thing, and I was wrong. It's got too much sand in it, so we've had to go a little deeper. Ryan sampled this, and it's definitely what we want. This is more like a concrete gravel mix. Works really well with Portland cement. But yeah, that's what we want. The only bad thing is it's kind of wet, so it's heavy. This is kind of his first time doing this sort of thing, so he's still working out the details, figuring out how to make it work. As far as the digging part, there's an art to it. You just kind of got to get in the tractor and do it yourself, so you can kind of feel it out and figure out how to do it. Well, we're getting a little bit of drizzle, but in all honesty, I'll take whatever we can get, because we've had almost no rain this year. I think we've had around 5 inches for the entire year, which is about a third of what we normally get.
Hey, could you back it up some?
Yeah. Really heavy because it's wet. I mean, it's obviously in the creek bottom, so it makes it really heavy, and so we're only going to be able to take about 5 good scoops at a time. I could probably take more, but this is really the test for this machine. I've not used it, and so far it's done an awesome job, but I need it for harvest, so I'm trying not to destroy it. I think that's all the dirt we're gonna need. We kind of made a little fish pond. So it's already got, we've already hit the water table right here. If we'd ever get some rain, this will come up and give them a nice little place to swim and stuff. So, man, that's a lot of weight we put in it this time. It's a good test. Anyway, I hope this is enough dirt. I feel like it is. It's taking us the whole day back and forth, but man, I'm so grateful to have this dump truck because, you know, I didn't pay hardly anything for this thing, and it's so useful. Even if I never used it for grain or anything like that, just having it out here, being able to move this much dirt makes a big difference, because there's a lot of projects that I want to work on that's going to require a lot of dirt moving. And this thing, I know I don't feel like I've overloaded it, but I've got it about as full as I think it, or as much weight in it as I think it could get. It's just all that stuff's really wet because it's in the water table. So I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have a problem filling it all the way up with wheat and taking it in. So I know it can handle it, and plus, like I said, we can move all kinds of dirt and stuff around here. I'm so glad my son was helping me, even if he doesn't like to be filmed. Well, I think that's a pretty good start. I would like to get some gravel, but I don't know if I'll be able to get enough. This has some in it, and this feels pretty solid, so I think we're going to be okay, especially if we can get some grass growing and stuff in here. But the idea is to get her trailer, have it right in this area, so she'll have a little bit of a yard, or who knows, porch, something, patio. But yeah, we moved a lot of dirt. We brought in 5 or 6 heavy loads in the dump truck, and I probably could get some more and put in here, like some sand to go on top. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. Packed down real well. And I'm trying to make it where when it rains, it runs away. I'll probably have to build a little diversion or something there. Kind of like this diversion right here was here when we came, because obviously that would just run off and mess everything up. So water runs down this way, which means I'll have to put some kind of little walkway across that. If it does rain, you can get across it. The next step in this for this project is to get them to come out and tag where they ran the fiber optic, which I'm thinking it's right here, but I don't know. It's been long enough ago that I can't tell, so I'm going to get them to come out here and flag that. And it's obvious to me we've got a little bit of leveling work to do. Right now this area over here is a little bit high, and then this area right here is a little bit high. So I'm going to push a little bit of this dirt over and try to see if I can't level it a little bit more, because I didn't spend a lot of time on it. Well, that's a little better. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it with that thing. At this point, it just needs to be probably hand leveled a little bit. Maybe use the other bucket and back drag it some. I think what I'm going to do now is pull that thing over here and figure out where all the plumbing needs to go, because I'm going to plumb the black water into a septic tank that we have that comes from what used to be an RV park. And that septic tank's over there by that other tractor. So what I plan on doing is running that downhill to it, which I think will be fine as long as I can get my angle right. And then the gray water she can use to water her yard or whatnot, because we found that's probably the best thing. And then I'm going to plumb electricity from that pole right there. There is a junction that I can come underground straight across and try to miss this these flags we have put in. This is for the internet cable, so I had those marked so I can figure out where I'm going to go across this. I'm just going to run everything across it. The water is actually going to come from down there as well, so hopefully I can just cross this one spot.